it. So basically, they know the trick.
Yeah, that happens in my household all the time.
Yeah.
We always I get in fight with my wife because of the kids, because I kind of a little bit pamper them, and then my wife is like, these days I call her mom manager, especially like when you bring up girls who are about to become teenagers. I think you got to be a little bit controlling as well, because there's very chance that they might take a wrong track.
Absolutely.
Like carrot and stick, no?
Yeah.
So like when growing up, and we're talking about the back 20, 30, 40 years, not 40 years, 30 years ago, when I was growing up, and me and my sister, we were allowed to go out and stay till 8 or 8:30, and then if it's really late, then my dad would come and pick us up.
Yeah.
So they would let us have fun, not miss out on our events, but they would never allow us to do sleepovers.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
there's a definitely we need to draw a line, and
Yes.
and whereas my brother he could stay sleepover and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess even for boys and girls both, I strictly think that there should be a line that we need to draw and say, yes, you are allowed to do, but there's a limitations as well.
Yeah.
These are your limitations. So they don't think my parents don't let us do anything. But they know that they respect the fact that my parents are understanding, but we also have to respect the fact that there's a limitation.
Yeah,
Yes,
you get your freedom, but you also get responsibility.
Yeah.
It's not total freedom.
Exactly.
You have accountability and also responsibility with your freedom.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But these days, I'm not anti-feminist, but because of the wrong concept of feminism, like a lot of girls, they think they are equal with boys in every aspect, but I think that's not the case, right? Because you see in media like pop stars, they're saying it's my body, it's my business, whatever I want to do I do, and girls should be able to do whatever they like, and everyone should just respect the decision. But when it comes to girls, I think as a parent we have to be careful, as you said,
There should be lines
right?
drawn.
I might sound a bit conservative, but what do you think, Dada? Because you were senior to us.
I think you're very protective, and I'm a mother of a son, but I am a daughter myself. And I know that my dad and my mom, they would be worried if we're not home, or if they try to reach out to my friend's house and we're not there, and we're somewhere else. Then of course definitely as a parent you will be, no matter how modernized the culture would be, still be conservative, especially when it comes to daughter. And I think that's natural. That's why the open conversation needs to happen there. I think.
I remember we had 3 brothers, and I got a sister.
Yeah.
I still remember when we were small, my sister wasn't allowed to go out by herself. There was always a chaperone, she had to be accompanied by someone, servant or someone, I think times have changed also, I have a boy and a girl. I think generally girls are a lot more know what they want.
Yeah.
They're linguistically, I think they develop a lot faster than the boys.
Right.
And also the kids that grow up with so much information, not like when we were growing up, So being more strict to the daughter, I don't know. You have to be strict with your boy, and you have to stick with your daughter, and I don't think you should treat anyone differently.
Yeah, sure.
I think that in today's days and age, the way the message is going out is, the equality and everything. It's in a positive way. People are taking it in a negative way as well.
Yeah.
But I think when we say equality, it comes to opportunities. Like for example, in my case, where Sorun spends most of the time with Sahas, and for some people it's surprising, because some of my friends, they go like, wow, you're very lucky to have a husband who looks after son like a full time, and then you get to do things. I think that sort of equality maybe we're looking at, I don't know, but I think the way we are taking the other message, that the Western culture and all that stuff, there's pros and cons.
Yeah.
If we focus on positive sides rather than the negative sides, I think we should be able to teach our kids that there's pros and cons on that message,
Yeah.
That should be, I think,
Yeah, exactly. I think in Australia, we like whether you have a son or a daughter, I think they have the equal rights. There's equality. Sometimes I even tell my daughters, you can be whatever you want. If you want to be Prime Minister of Australia, you can be, right? And actually, my younger daughter, when she was little, she was just like 2.5 years old. She just started talking. And at one time, I asked her to come and watch news with me, and she said, "No, if I watch news with you, then I'll turn into a boy." She said, "Like I still remember." And these days, actually, she watches news. She's become 10 years old. Mm-hmm. She watches news, and I was just joking with her, like, "I think you've been watching news with me, so probably you want to be Prime Minister of Australia." And she knows who's the Prime Minister of Australia and who's like Donald Trump, So I think, so in terms of equality, there's an opportunity for both boys and girls, and our girls should be told that, you're not less to a boy in any ways, At the same time, when it comes to like sexuality and stuff, I think we should be able to control it.
I think being a mother of a son, I think what I would like to say is very responsible. I'm very responsible to make sure that my son is getting the message that he needs to also respect women. He needs to make sure that he is no superior than women.
Yes.
Sometimes he says things here and there like, I'm a boy, and not in a superior way, but then that's how they already have this in head that I want to play with boys, not with girls and all that thing. Yeah. So they already start developing naturally. So now then I start teaching him saying that, boys and girls are equal, we have to treat girls equally. In fact, you have to treat them gently. You have to look after them or treat them equally. So as a mother of a son, we have that bigger responsibility.
Yes,
I think,
you have to teach them how to respect girls and everyone.
Absolutely. So he has cousin sisters. Like my brother has a daughter. My Sarun's brother had 2 daughters as well. And then when they're all together, they're all equal. So they're all equally treated. So I think that's the message that they need to grow up with, is that they are equal.
Yeah.